Primitive building in the modern age? Crazy. But I'm gonna try and build an entire village, no excavators, no classes, no help. Hey, this is gonna be worse than I thought. But with the inventory, I might have a chance. I chopped down a bush, I cleared an entire area, all for the village. To make a whole village is a lot of work, but I need a plan, a game plan. I came up with this concept art. Call me Mozart. Wait, Mozart. I figured this is where the first place is gonna be. And in 50 hours, there's going to be a 3-day storm. I wanna make sure my village can survive. But later in this video, that challenge becomes harder than I would have ever imagined. It took so long. I gotta pick up the pace. I found this big log and I decided I would bring it back to the village. You know, I'm like 7 foot. This thing's about 8 foot. The wall was coming together, I had a vision for the shelter, everything was going great, but good things do have to come to an end, I guess. I gotta rethink this. And with a new layout in mind, I knew I could build this thing to be even stronger than it was before, because I only have so much time before the storm comes. I'm gonna make a fireplace. That's the face of a guy whose ADHD just kicked in. But I thought this would be interesting to have it be the center point of the entire village. So I went down to the creek that was nearby, gathered a bunch of big rocks. But by the time I got back, oh my gosh, I've never been more exhausted in my life. And like that, I'm a fire expert, I guess. But I gotta Is that you? Are you good? Nope. Seems good. 2 for the price of 1. Finally, time we finish this shelter and move on to the next one. But finding logs and sticks for this build is so difficult when you're trying to use sticks that have already broken or trees that have already fallen down, which is why I decided I would need to end up cutting down a tree or just some sticks, which is a lot harder with this handsaw. And even when I wanted to give up, I was like, I can't give up now. I'm this far into it already. So I decided to go back and try and use my muscle strength to finally get it, and I guess I did. If you've been paying a little attention to the background, you might have saw that thing. I did not make that. That was there. That was there when I got here. I think I'm gonna leave it. I think it's history, I guess. I'm gonna turn this whole place into a colony. I say that, and I'm already exhausted, and I'm not even close to done yet. I was exhausted, I was tired, I was hungry, but most importantly was the bugs that were surrounding me this entire time. It was too many. It was way too many. I brought some extra stuff this time around. I brought more snacks, more water, but the most important thing, bug spray. You're about to see me put in the work. Now this was harder than I would have ever imagined. I don't have any experience. Unlike any of these YouTubers, I don't take classes or have anybody to help me, which means I'm figuring out as I go. And who can say they did something like this on their own? Come on. Probably a lot of people, actually. But I do have to move quickly since the storm got moved to tonight. But I did find the shovel-shaped rock to make a pathway from each shelter to shelter, so I guess that's exciting. Snack time. Let's play a quick game, shall we? Guess what I'm trying to do here? A, figure out what the next build is gonna be. B, build a crazy sandwich. Or C, pretend to be Spider-Man. You'll be shocked at what the answer is. I'll let you decide that on your own time. Right now, I gotta chop down this stick. And I know this was just some measly stick. There's no wrongdoing in its life, or this stick would not break. I was hacking and hacking, but nothing. I was actually getting so frustrated to the point where I just wanted to give up. But how could I give up now, right? I'll be honest, I'm exhausted and tired, and I really want to get this finished, especially the shelter I just started now, and I barely have that much time. The storm is on its way over here now, and I gotta make sure this thing is going to survive. I mean, how many people could say that with no experience, no help, they were able to build a village, and it survived a storm? Probably someone. But I'm just so stressed knowing the storm is coming closer than it was supposed to. And I mean, if another thing was to go wrong, I would probably end up losing my freaking camera died. I have another battery. I don't even know how long I was... be out here anymore, dude. I really don't. It rained throughout the entire night, and there was no way for me to know if it was gonna survive or not. I left leaving hopeless, but I still think that there's a chance, a very, very small chance, that maybe it's still there. It's hard to see. Not a single thing has been destroyed. That's a win. I was so worried there would be nothing here. And it's finally time I get back to working on the shelter. Although I say that, and then like a minute later, I find a new friend. I guess I'm just a friendly guy or something. There he is. There's a little froggy friend. Sorry, pal, but this place is gonna get a little bit excavated around this area. We have to name him. What should we? And I had to use every brain cell I had left to come up with Jester. Now with Jester by my side, my motives have changed. I'm not just building this to make it survive a storm. I want this to be something that Jester can live in. I need to hike away from the village to get some more branches because I'm running out so fast of the ones near me. I found a bunch and I'm adding them to the new base. I'm having trouble on how to figure out how I really want this to be built. I'm kind of just going off of a whim, and it's not exactly working the greatest. I mean, look at my face. I'm the most confident guy out there right now. Look, I'm not dumb, not entirely dumb, and a lot of these sticks are difficult to break, but this one just wouldn't break for the life of me. I gave it a name. I called it the idiot stick. Come on, just come up. Freaking. Woo! Got it to work, I guess. I wanted to add like some flavor to the shelter, so I put some moss in the ground to give it more life, I guess. First build. Oh my god, Jasper. Jasper, we gotta tell Jasper. I'll be honest, I'm worried. And the only thing running through my mind is everything we've done. And doing all this, it's made me feel free, even when it got rough. I don't want to be out here anymore, dude. I kept going with no real reason or purpose for any of this. I guess maybe I did have fun going through all of this, even though it was hard and difficult and doing it all alone with no experience. I guess deep down I was really having fun. And if there's one thing I wish I did different, it would be to enjoy this experience while I had the chance. I don't know when I'm ever gonna get the chance to experience nature like this. This storm is crazy, and I'm not honestly sure if it's going to survive at all. I had to wait 2 whole days to finally go back. And when I did something I didn't expect to happen. I laughed. No real reason why. I just laughed.